So here's our final heat for the men's 1650. And lane number 1 is 22nd in the 500. There he is, Andy Watts from Sarasota. One of Steve Brown's swimmers from Sarasota. Andy Watts. In lane number 2, he was 27th in this event last year, moving all the way into this championship final. 6th in the 1,000 this week. He won the C final in the 500. He's also from Sarasota. Matt O'Donnell. Arthur Conover, he's in lane number 3, 34th last year. 17th in the 1,000 and 23rd in the 500 this week. Waterville area YMCA Art Conover. Lane number 4, 23rd in this event last year, 3rd in the 1,000 this week, 4th in the 500 this week. Somerset Hills, Brad Walkenfeld. Lane number 5, you're going to see Derek Pridemore. 3rd last year in this event. There it is. He's from Sarasota. Lane number 6, Noah Martin. He was 4th in this event last year. 1st in the 1,000, 1st in the 500 this week. He's from York in York County, PA. Lane number 7, he's from Metropolitan Hickory, North Carolina. 4th last year in this event. Sava Turkanu. Lane number 8, that's Shane McKenzie, 12th in this event last year, 7th in the 1,000 this week, 13th in the 4IM. He's from Upper Mainline. Lane number 9, that's Brandon Sweezer, 14th last year in this event, 4th in the 1,000 this week from Rock Hill, South Carolina. He's 15 years old. And lane number 10, he's going without the cap tonight. Shaved head and everything. 15th last year in this event, 8th in the 1,000. He's from the Wilton Waiwahoos, Matt Moen. Center of the pool, Derek Pridemore, 3rd in this event last year. He's 4th in the 2IM the other night, 2nd in the 1,000. 18 years old from Sarasota. But we usually see that. Here's that yellow cap in lane number 4. That's Brad Walkenfeld. He won the state championship in the 500 up there in New Jersey this past year. Brad's always out pretty quickly in these distance events and usually hangs on and has some great time. So Brad Walkenfeld swimming next to him in lane number 5. Derek Pridemore, our top seed, coming in. Noah Martin up there in lane number 6. Noah in lane number 6 from York in York County was 4th in this event last year. 1st in the 1,000 this week, 1st in the 500. So he's looking for a trifecta also, just as Danielle Valley was. There they are, center of the pool. Up there in lane number 7, you've got Sava Turkanu. He's the 800 national record holder in long course for the Y. We saw that this past year down at Georgia Tech. He did that out of a preliminary heat. The national record holder, Nicholas Caldwell from Sarasota. Last year he went 15-10-16. There they are. You've got on the right side of your screen Brad Walkenfeld. That's Derek Pridemore in the center. And then now we switch to another angle, and you can see Noah Martin right with them there in lane number 6. Brad Walkenfeld, there's Noah Martin coming up on his turn. Noah Martin looking for a triple this week. If he can take down the 1650, he's already been 1st in the 1,000 and the 500. Seen him, he's a strong closer, Noah Martin. Saw that in both the 500 and the 1,000 earlier this week. Right now, Derek Pridemore out in 2:15.97. That's 250 yards in, followed by Brad Walkenfelt and then Noah Martin. He'll be coming up on the 300 split. Give you some perspective on the national record. That was a 2:40.03 last year by Nick Caldwell. So here we come on the 300. And right now, Derek Pridemore at 2:43.72, followed by Brad Walkenfelt and then Noah Martin. I also want to keep our eye on Saba Tukurnu from Hickory, North Carolina. We saw in the women's race, Danielle Valley pretty much run away with that right from the very beginning, as she was under record pace for the first 500. Right there, these guys settling in. Yellow cap, lane number 4, Brad Walkenfelt. In lane number 5, next to him, Derek Pridemore. In lane number 6, Noah Martin. And lane number 7, Saba Tukurnu. Right of your screen, that is Derek Pridemore. He's your leader, Derek Pridemore. Right next to him, Brad Walkenfelt. There's Brad Walkenfelt, Derek Pridemore, Noah Martin, and Saba Tukurnu from Hickory. There's your top 4. Be coming up on the 500 mark. Always a good split to catch. There's Derek Pridemore at the 500. He splits a 4:35.54. Brad Walkenfelt splits 4:36.29. Noah Martin 4:36.36, and Saba Tukurnu 4:37.46. So earlier today we had some swimmers swimming this 1650 in the prelim heats. Top 3 times, Brandon Flynn 15:37.94, Kyle Kemp from Middle Tiger 15:53.62, and Brad Strathmeyer from York and York County was at 16:01. So Brandon Flynn from York and York County 15:37. Your top time coming out of the prelim heats. Derek Pridemore, followed by Noah Martin, then Brad Walkenfelt, and Saba Tukurnu. Some strategy right here, I believe, is going to be going on with Derek Pridemore and Noah Martin. So again, Noah Martin's going to try to take down his 3rd championship of this week, become the distance king. But right now, in his way, Derek Pridemore from Sarasota out in front. Derek Pridemore at 6:26.35 at the 700 mark. So here's coming up on the 750 mark. We got Derek Pridemore at 6:54.04 and Noah Martin 6:55.14. So just over a second separating these two at this point. And then you got Brad Walkenfelt. There's there's Derek Pridemore. And there's a great shot right there, giving you a perspective of where Noah Martin is in relationship to Derek Pridemore in this race. Not far. 7:21.85 for Derek Pridemore. And that's at your 800 mark. So we'll be coming up on the pretty much halfway part. We just passed it, and now we're at the 850. So we got a race here tonight, it looks like. Coming up on the 900 mark. Derek Pridemore and Noah Martin. A couple there on your left-hand side of your screen, you see Noah Martin. Right-hand side, you see Derek Pridemore. They're turning at the 900 mark.
Somebody probably wanted the wide lane or maybe they correct.
Under the flags will be 950. 27.97 split there on the 50 for Derek Pridemore. Noah Martin 27.90, so 7/100ths of a second quicker on that 50. Staying with them. See what they have left. Sava Turkanu is in third place. He's at 8:54.61. So here comes the 1,000. Derek Pridemore just ahead of Noah Martin. Then Sava Turkanu and Brad Walkenfeld. Sarasota's Derek Pridemore, followed by York and York Counties, Noah Martin and Brad Walkenfeld from Somerset Hills, and Sava Turkanu from Hickory, North Carolina. There on your left you see Noah Martin. On your right you see Derek Pridemore from Sarasota. So this is turning out to be a very, very good race tonight. In the men's 1650, streaming live from Greensboro, North Carolina, in the beautiful Greensboro Aquatic Center. Tournament Town, USA. Right there, center of your pool, you can see Noah Martin trying to make a move on Derek Pridemore here in the 1650. Let's check out those splits. 27.61 on that split for Noah Martin. Derek Pridemore was 27.76. He is now less than a half a second ahead of Noah Martin. As I mentioned earlier, Noah Martin was able to close out his races in the 500 and the 1,000 for his national championships this week on the second half in a strong fashion. So there they are again. Once again, Noah Martin picks up 0.2 of a second right there. Only 0.5 of a second separating these two. So here comes Noah Martin. York and York Counties, Noah Martin, Sarasota's Derek Pridemore. Noah Martin, 27.62 on that split, 27.71 for Derek Pridemore, 11.05.03, 0.27 of a second separating the two. You call it there. I couldn't tell whose feet hit the wall first, but here comes Noah Martin. He has taken over the lead. He's on the left side of your screen. Right there, Noah Martin. We can see him making the turn, and now we have a new leader. Noah Martin, 11:32.89. He's still in the 27 split. Derek Pridemore creeps up to 28.12. Sava Turkanu is in third. He's out of lane number 7. So looking to become the distance king of this meet, Noah Martin, unless Derek Pridemore can get back into it. But Noah Martin eyeballing Derek Pridemore right off his hip. Derek moving over to that lane rope. right next to Noah Martin. And now it's the opposite. Derek Pridemore will be able to see where Noah Martin is as we head into this split. 300 to go. That's your 1350 mark. Noah Martin 0.2 of a second faster on that 50 split. 12:28.12 to 12:28.86 for Derek Pridemore. He's starting to break it open. Just as I predicted early on, Noah Martin with a lot of closing speed. Now Derek Pridemore at his feet. And still pretty good turn right there. There's a great shot of Noah Martin working hard. As is his lap counter, working hard, cheering him on. You can see the 57 number right there. He'll be coming up on 58. Here comes Derek Pridemore right next to him. That's your race, center of the pool. Noah Martin, 200 to go. Still holding the 27s. Noah Martin, 27.47. Derek Pridemore, 27.91. Here comes Andy Watts from Sarasota out of lane number 1. But there on your left-hand side of the screen, you've got Noah Martin. Right-hand side of the screen, you've got Derek Pridemore. He's at a more than a body length lead right now. Noah Martin looking to take home his 3rd championship this week in the distance events. Coming up on the 100-yard mark to go, 15:50. He's still splitting 27.41. Derek Pridemore following him at 27.65, so he puts another 0.25 of a second distance in between himself and Derek Pridemore. So Noah Martin looking very, very strong here toward the end. There's the bell lap as he comes under the flags. Val Gibson, one of our great officials, giving that bell lap. Noah Martin, York and York County. Here he comes, big legs into it now. He's going to be the trifecta, take a trifecta just as Danielle Valley did. 3rd championship this week for Noah Martin. He goes 15-12-12. York and York County, there he is. And you can see a little equipment malfunction on his cap there. I had noticed that earlier, but 3-time champion this week, Noah Martin. He goes 1st in the 1,000, 1st in the 500, and tonight, the final night of our Y National Championships for 2012. 1st in the 1650, Noah Martin from York and York County outswims the rest of the field. There's your board in front of you. You can see Noah Martin splitting 26.77 on that last 50. Goes 15-12-12 to become our 1650 champion and distance king this week at Y Nationals. There's Derek Pridemore, but there's right behind him, smile on his face, still got the goggles on the forehead, Noah Martin, York and York County. Congratulations to Noah. Big smile for our camera and the folks at home.